Hi everybody, Desmo here. Progressing through the endgame in last Epoch takes a lot of time. But what if you could speed up that process drastically? This is exactly what this video is about. To make sure to understand how it works, let's go through step by step. You just finished the campaign. You go to the end of time to run your first monitor phase, which is the normal timeline from level 58 to 100. On each timeline, you need to run echoes to increase your timeline stability until you reach the third threshold, which allows you to fight the final timeline boss and to move on to the next timeline. Quick tip here, you don't need to run every timeline. You can just go on one side to reach the top as fast as possible. Once all the timelines are completed, this is why it gets a bit more complex. From there, you start over running all the timelines, but on a level 100 this time. This is Empower Monolith. You will also need a given amount of corruption to complete the timeline when you fight the final boss. Also, note that the corruption increased monster damage, health, but also rarity of item and experience gain. Corruption level and requirement is going to be higher and higher every time you complete a timeline, so it is important to understand how to increase corruption efficiently. From your first monolith's completion, you will automatically get 100 corruption across the board. But you will notice that you will need 125 corruption to complete your next timeline. Apart from completing your Monolith of Fate, you increase your corruption by killing the Shade of Orobis, which gives +6 corruption to your timeline. This is rather small, and for the first corruption requirement of 125, you would need to kill that boss 6 times before being able to complete the timeline. And this is where we need the tech to speed up that process. There is 2 components for this tech. The first is increasing the corruption gain with the Harbinger Needle, which drops from Harbingers. You need to equip it in your idle setup before starting the fight against the timeline boss. This is going to grant you 3 additional Gaze of Orobis on killing this boss. Every stack is going to give you more corruption when killing the Shade of Orobis, which you can do next. This leads to the second component of this tech, instant stability gain, which works with the Glyph of Envy. Grab any item you don't care about with a craftable affix, ideally tier 4, because higher tier will give you more stability. Open your forging panel, place the item in the forge, select a Glyph of Envy, select the highest tier modifier that you can craft, and click upgrade. You will notice your stability going up. Repeat until you reach the third threshold, allowing you to fight the timeline boss. And there you go, you can finish the timeline with the right amount of corruption, and it only took a few minutes. Oh, there's the Harbinger. If you have any question regarding this tech, you can leave a comment. If this was helpful, please like and subscribe, and until my next video, take care of yourself and bye!